I've tried to get into metal over the years, but it's never really clicked with me. So let's talk about this punk rocker's experience at the Metallica concert. So before getting out to the metal show, I had to practice the proper fan participation. When I'm at my punk shows, I'm used to throwing up this salute, but the metal shows call for this one. So I made sure to practice that a few times before the concert started, and it paid off. When the band called for the horns, I was ready to go, ready to rock out with the metal fans. Now there is one genre of metal that I do enjoy, and that's folk metal. I got to see the Finnish folk metal band Korpiklaani play at a festival last year and quite enjoyed that. So I do sort of enjoy that one particular subgenre. The bands that were playing this concert included Volbeat, Avenged Sevenfold, and then Metallica headlining, of course. I really enjoyed Volbeat. They put on a really good show. Avenged Sevenfold were decent if you're into that sort of thing. I'd probably be happy to be Avenged Twofold for having to watch them for 45 minutes. But they were alright. But then of course the main act was Metallica. I can't say I'm a Metallica fan really, to be honest. The reason I was there was I had purchased the tickets as a gift for a loved one who is a Metallica fan. To show just how much I'm not a fan of Metallica, and get ready to hit the thumbs down button on this one, but the two Metallica albums that I do enjoy are Load and Reload. So that pretty much shows you where I'm at with the metal scene. I actually quite enjoy a lot of the tunes on both those albums. Of course, the band is touring on their latest album, which is called Hardwired ... to Self-Destruct, which had at least one good song on it. I really enjoy Moth into Flame. I also thought that it was cool in the song Confusion that they covered the topic of PTSD. The rest of the album, though, certainly wasn't for me, I would say. Moth into Flame was good, is what I have to say about that album. The live show, though, was great. The last time I saw Metallica in concert was about 20 years ago, maybe even more. And at that time I had gotten a pit ticket, so I was right up front, maybe half a dozen people back from the stage on sort of the far right hand side, facing center stage. The problem was I was standing right in front of the speaker stack that was at the right hand side of the stage as I was facing it. So I'm pretty sure I ended up with permanent hearing damage in my right ear. It was definitely hurting for a week after the show. But I remember being quite blown away by the spectacle of the show. I was used to the punk shows that are pretty low tech, pretty stripped down raw music, and to see a show with pyrotechnics and lights and stuff was pretty awesome. So I came prepared to this one. I wore my earplugs so that I would hopefully preserve some of what's left of my hearing, and yeah, it was a fun show. Again, the pyrotechnics were great. The lights and laser shows were fun, especially during the song One. And it was a fun experience for sure. Seeing these guys who are in their 50s still rocking hard. James Hetfield, still a fun front man. And more power to these guys for just continuing to get out there and rock. Of course, they're making a load of money. I just saw a list that said they were, I think, the 20th most money-making artist in 2016 or something like that. So they're doing well for themselves after all these years. And they obviously have a lot of fans, because there was probably a good 50,000 people out at the show. The stadium show experience is certainly different than the small club punk shows I'm used to. I mean, we were in the cheap seats, and from where we were sitting, the band members looked about this tall. And it was still fun, though. It was fun to kind of sit and relax for a show, not have to be killing myself in a mosh pit, and just kind of sitting back and enjoying the experience, which is what I did. It was a good show. Good for Metallica for doing what they're doing. It's not my thing really, but hey, maybe it's yours.
Hey, it's Josh here. Just wanting to thank you for watching my video. If you want to support what I'm doing, it would be great if you'd give me a quick like, a subscribe, and if you'd share this video with one other music fan in your life. Cheers.
So before getting out, what's on my screen? And that certainly paid off when the band asked for the two Metallica albums that I actually enjoy are, but of course they were touring on their newest album, which is called what? Of course, the band was there to tour on their newest album. What the f***? I just looked it up. Something Hardwired.